Yeah, now we getting down to it now. We talking about a common mind, a common thought. If Islam, Christianity, Hebrew, uh, Israelite, Moors, if they can't, if they don't have a common thought of casting out devils or taking this bad boy over from the rule of the devil, they're not your friend. And if you don't want to join with those that want to stand their ground and take black back to planet Earth, turn it back to black, then you the enemy. Especially if you know the truth and refuse to see it. And all those that follow Sinetta, uh, Polight, Hassan, uh, who else? Seti. Y'all the enemy. Y'all work for the government. Y'all was sent here to uh, go against Islam, in particular, the Nation of Islam in particular. Uh, Farrakhan is on the front line. That's why y'all going against him. Because y'all think that once if you could take out Farrakhan, that's going to destroy the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. But you're wrong. You're wrong. You know, there's so many Farads, so many Elijahs. It's pathetic. You know, it ain't pathetic, but it's some of them just laying low. You know, they smooth with theirs. They laying low with it. You know, and they're about doing it. Myself, I'm out here coming out with it because I done had experience with the beast. I done had experience living over here in Detroit, living in the United States. I know the beast. You know, I know what he about. And, you know, I'm not going to the books. I'm letting my experience tell the truth. And you got to be deaf, dumb, and blind. Of course, y'all young y'all ain't had enough experience yet to recognize what's going on. So I'm here to wake y'all up. I'm not an elegant speaker. You know, I'm from the streets like you, but I done been to school. I done been to college. I graduated, you know, from a community college. But the community college I graduated from was a black man founded it. And I went at a time where you had your black revolutionary instructors. And you had some of your, the Shrine of the Black Madonna was up in there. The Nation of Islam, you know, they were teachers. But since then, it's done changed. You know, the brother had to submit if he wanted to stay in business, you know. So, I'm schooling y'all. How we rolled in Detroit. This is the reason why Master Pharaoh came up here, because these were the hardest of the brothers and sisters that was up here. They came from down south. But these brothers and sisters, they weren't scared of the white man. They didn't look down in his presence. You know. How do you know? Because my uncle knocked a policeman. You know, he was a kingpin on Hassan Street. They called him Red. His name was Carl Davis. I had another uncle named Johnny Davis. His wife was the sister of Clark Terry, you know. And I had another uncle, name was Lloyd Davis, and he was a FOI. Him and Malcolm X used to hang out together. The whole family. And my mother, you know, she became a Muslim in a registered Muslim in 1947, although she was listening to the teachers before that. But 1947, she decided to be a registered Muslim. I was born in 1946. So I got the word in me. But at the age of 7, my mama, her and her brother fell out for some strange reason. And she went back to Christianity or the white man's world. And so I went to the streets. In the 1960s, I was a teenager. And in 1967, I was about 21 years old. That's when the riots jumped off. We actually physically fought the white man. Physically fought him. He didn't want us going to the schools. I want to tell y'all what it was like back then in the 60s. Y'all brothers, man, you know, when you look at Hassan and even Seti, you know, Seti was coming up in my hood on Finkel when I was coming up, you know. He probably be talking the same way, but he won't be selling wolf tickets. See, said he sell wolf tickets, you know. Cause see, brothers, when I was coming up, they didn't sell wolf tickets. Matter of fact, they knew when somebody was selling wolf tickets, and they get their ass whooped, or get shot or stabbed or something. So come back for another one of these. To be continued.